Hello. If you look here, here's a broken iPhone 3G phone. It fell on some rocks, and today I'm going to replace the glass screen digitizer here. I have these tools here. There's a small flathead, a small Phillips head, and something called a spudger here. And there's a little lint remover and a suction cup. Okay, to start, we're going to take our iPhone 3G and we're going to take the Phillips head screwdriver, and there are two Phillips head screws right here. And we're going to take them off. Put this in here. You want to make sure that you get the Phillips head and not the speaker assembly. It's just to the side of it. And these screws are very small, so once you get them out, put them off to the side someplace. You need those later. Okay, now the next part is we need to get this messed up screen off. And there's a suction cup that comes with the kit. But if you can see, this thing is pretty well cracked. There's a lot of cracks in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit of packing tape. So I'm going to take a little piece of this Scotch packing tape. I'm going to lay it right on top of the screen like this. There. Okay, and now I'm going to use the suction cup to pull the top part off. You can see it's starting to move. And if you look at this, so it's come up nicely. And you want to be careful here because there are these pins that we're interested in removing. And the pins are at 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So to get these off, we're going to use this little tab here. And then this number 3 is hanging out underneath here. So 1, 2, and 3. And to get this off, we take the spudger, we kind of put it underneath here, and then there's like a little lever that comes up. And once that's done, it'll come off. We're going to leave this to the side for now. And you can see that this is the old unit here. And now we're going to replace pieces of it. And to do this, what we have there are some 1, 2, 3 screws here, and 1, 2, 3 screws on this side. And if you notice, there's tape along this side, and we're going to just screw right through the tape. So I'm going to go over here. And so we're going to unscrew these screws, the 6 screws, and they might require a little bit of effort to get them out. They're not really easy to get out, plus you have the tape to contend with. Here's the other one. And if you look at these, they're tiny. They're very, very tiny screws. And we just have we have this one over here on this side. So we have these 3. Good. And then on the other side, we just have these 2 down here. Right here. And one right up here. So there we've got this, okay. And if you look here, this metal plate here is the backing of the LCD screen, but there's a tab right here, okay? And this tab is something we want to respect. So what we're going to do is we want to separate the frame. There's two pieces of metal here. One has the part of the LCD screen, and the other one is the frame for the digitizer. So I'm going to get a little screwdriver between there, and you want to like pry it apart a little bit. Like that, okay? And once you got a little bit of it up, you can pop it up, and then you're going to slide it away gently. From that side. And we're going to just put this over to the side. This is our LCD screen. We want to keep that nice and clean if possible. And this we're going to say goodbye to. And next we're going to get ready to put this other one on here. That's going to go in here. But if you notice, there's a little piece of plastic that's keeping this protected. So before we put that on, we want to take this piece of plastic off. And then we're going to slide this back in there. And to get this back in there, we have to kind of like raise the tab a little bit. And we're getting some resistance here. There we go. So now that's in there. Now we can take these absolutely tiny screws and put them back into the case. Got them started, but now I'm tightening them up. This is, again, we're securing the LCD screen to the digitizer. We have the 6 screws that we need to fasten. And there it is, it looks good. So now all that's remaining really is to get this back installed here. So to do this, we want to get this piece here, and we're going to start with the number 3 tab. This kind of goes into here. Good, we're getting it in there. It takes a little finagling to get it in there. Once it's in there, we can secure it. Then we just push down these other two tabs. Kind of a matter of getting it placed in correctly. So that's in. That's in. Now we can close this part up here. Like that. It's looking pretty good. And now all we'll do is put the screws back into this. And again, these screws are very small. Here we go. We've got the screws back in here, the two screws. Tighten them up. And the other one. Perfect. So let's give it a shot. We'll turn it on. Push the power button. There's the Apple logo. So this didn't take that long. For about $20 or so. You can get your own digitizer, the Glass Digitizer for the iPhone 3G, and as you'll see, hopefully in a second, the system will be bootstrapped and be off and happy with effectively a brand new iPhone, because the surface is nice and neat. One thing I did remove is the plastic coating on the sheet on the top of the glass. That was protecting it, but you don't really need that once you've got it going, and shortly this should be completed booting. The 3G isn't exactly the fastest booter but here we are. It's December 24th 2011, and we have effectively a nice new surface. So without further ado, bye now.